Okay, then we can start now. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Anattani attamani passalokang sadhevakang nivitthang nama rupasmin idang satyanti manyati yena hi manyati tato tang hoti anyata tang hi tassa musa hoti mosa dhammang hi itterang amosa dhammang nibbānang tadariya saccato vidu teve sacca visamaya niccata parinibbutati. Dear listeners, today is the 7th sermon on the law of dependent arising. The stanza I brought from Dvaitanupassana Sutta. Anattani attamani pasalokang sadevakang. Just see a world with all its goods, fancying a self where none exists. Nivittang namarupasmin idang satchanti manyati. Entering into name and form, it builds the fancy. Oh, this is the truth. Yena hi manyati tato tang hoti anyata. In whatever way they conceive of a thing, thereby itself it turns otherwise. Tang hita samusa hoti mosadamang hitara. And that itself is the falsity in it, falsifying by nature, the punny thing. Amosa dhammang nibbānang tadariya saccato vidu. But nibbāna, unfalsifying as it is, noble ones knew as the truth. Teve sacca visamaya niccata parinibbuta. And they, by their understanding of the truth, are hungerless and fully appeased. Anattani attamani. All worldly beings are engaged in the conceiving about I, myself, and about the soul. But we just can take just 5 things as our soul: body, sensations, perceptions, volitional activities, and the cognitions. But those all 5 are not in our control. We can't control them. Those are not in our control. But we always conceiving, we always are thinking, those are mine, those are my soul, and this is I am. The Lord Buddha asked you, Anattani attamani pasalokam sadevaka. Look at the world with gods who conceiving The non-self thinks as self, as so. Nivittang namarupasmin idang sachanti manyati. The entering into name and form, and they conceives it is the truth. Dear ones, if you listen something, if you hear something, that is just a name and form. I'll bring another Dhamma part, a story. One day, a bhikkhu, a monk called Sati, he got a wrong ideology that there is a consciousness which is cognizing, which is seeing, which can hear, which brings the karma life to life, that independent consciousness go to birth to birth. So he tell this in everywhere. So some another monks ask him, why do you tell like this? This is wrong. Lord Buddha has never taught like that. So he said, that is what I know, that is what I comprehend. So those monks take them into the Lord Buddha's presence, and the Lord Buddha asked him, are they telling truth? Do you tell like that? So he said, yes, Lord, I comprehend as this is. There is a consciousness which can hear, which can see, which can cognize, which brings the karma life to life. In that time, Lord Buddha told him, "Oh, empty man, I ha- I never told this such a sermon any day. I never tell like this, told like that." There is no any conscious. Then Lord Buddha asked him, Sati, there is only six consciousnesses. There is just six cognitions. We use the word called vijnana. Uh, its actual meaning is cognition. Early also I have explained to you. Jnana mean understands. We mean specially. Vijnana means specially understands. So what we specially understand as eye and visual, ear and sound, and body and tangible, mind and thought. So that is what we understand. Then there is only six type of cognitions. With the addition of eye and visual, there is a cognition of eye. There is a consciousness of eye consciousness. By the addition of ear and sound, there is a ear consciousness, ear cognition, ear understanding of ear. There's the addition of the smell and nose, the nose consciousness. The addition of the tongue and taste, there's a tongue cognition. There's an addition of the body and tangible, there's a cognition or consciousness. At the addition of the mind and thought, there is a mind cognition. The thought means it is like an external thing as a sound. How a sound, an external thing, the thoughts also say. Thoughts are the preparation of the mind. Another way, in the modern way, we can tell some chemical working in our brain. Those are thoughts. But when the addition of the mind and thought, there is a cognition of the in the mind, consciousness of mind. What is the work of cognition? What is the work of consciousness? Makes a duality. Oh, there's a thought, there is a mind. Maybe the mind and thought, mm, that means maybe the work of brain, it's not sure, maybe a work of brain, but there's a when now I'm going to explain you the similarity, the relationship between name, form, and cognition, name, form and consciousness. There is only six type of consciousnesses: eye consciousness, ear consciousness, and etc. So now you can hear my sound because by the addition of your ear and my sound, and there is a cognition. You cognize this, and you how you cognize this? Oh, here is the sound, here is I am. It is the ear. But how? What is the cause of that cognition? How that cognition arises? How that cognition arises? Because the cause of cognition is name and form. How? Name and form means for that cognizing, for that consciousness, you need a body which have the life, which have the power, the body with a working body, a conscious body, the form, and the naming system. That means a working body because of the form and the naming system. Maybe the brain and nervous system. What are the naming system is feelings, perceptions, intentions, contact, and attention. So those are the things. Because of a conscious body, because of the working body, and the sound also a form, and there's a form that means body. The body is working. That means the the sensations, perceptions, understandings, those are working. Because of that, that consciousness, that cognition arises. When the sound and ear, because when the addition of the sound and ear, and if you again think about the conscious body, you feel a conscious body because of a cognition, because of the conscious, because of the cognition. If, if you not understand any visual or sound or taste or tangible or thought, there is no conscious body. Your body has not conscious. what you interpret as a conscious body. Each and every time you experience your body or your life, there is an experience in ear or eyes or tongue or nose or body or mind. That is the circle, that is the Mahanidhana, the root, the summary, the cycle of name, form, and cognition. That is a body, that is a work, because of a working body, it makes the duality when the eye and visual, when the addition of the eye and visual, that cognizing arise with the cause of the conscious body, the body with the form with the naming. Because of that, the cognition is there. Then you can think, oh, how the body exists. Body exists because how the naming system and the form exist, because of the cognitions. If you think about your body, it is a cognition of eye, or it is a cognition of ear, it is a cognition of body, or it is a cognition of mind, nothing else. I'm not talking about physics. Don't think about in a science pattern. It is like I like to interpret a new word called experientialism. You need to awake for your experience. Because of those, you feel the duality. In one sutta, the Venerable Mahakottita asking questions from Venerable Sariputta. The questions are: is the now you close your eyes and contemplate? Is this uh, is the decay and death is done by myself? Is it because of me, or it is doing by another one like God or some creator? Why I why I face to decay and death? Is it done by myself? It is done by me, or the cause of another ones? Or is it because of the me and another external if force? The both sides, like because of the likeness of the God and I. Is because is it the cause to become decay and death, face to decay and death, or isn't it or is it uh, don't have uh, any cause? Is it do automatically? The decay and death is automatic thing. The modern world think like that. It is automatic. But Lord Buddha has rejected all kind of uh, those questions. The decay and death done by myself, wrong. By another one, wrong. Together, wrong. Automatically, it's also wrong. But the decay and death with the cause of the birth. If there's a birth is there, have decay and death, die. What is the cause of birth then? Now you think, close your eyes and contemplate. Is this birth done by myself? Or wrong? By another one? Together? No. Automatically? No. The birth because of the concept of existence. Then again think about, oh, then existence. Oh, I am thinking this concept of existence. Is it done by me? Wrong. Another one? Wrong. Together? Wrong. Automatically? Wrong. The cause of existence is clinging. You cling the sounds, you cling the visuals, you cling the thoughts as a real, established, independent things. Because of the clicking, you feel existence as a there's a real world and I'm living in this world. Because of this existence, you have to becoming. You have to rebirth, reborn. Then who done who done the clicking? Who is doing the clicking? Am I wrong? Another one like a god? No. Together? No. Automatically? No. Then clicking. The cause of clicking is the craving, the craving. Because of the craving, you feel clicking. Then again, who makes the craving? Am I? Or you may feel, oh, I am making craving. I crave to those, I crave to visuals, I crave to sounds. You can think like that. Is it craving? Is it craving done by you? No, it's wrong. Is it include you by the God? Wrong. Together? Wrong. Automatically? It's also wrong. How then craving arises? Think, close your eyes and think about that. How this craving arises. Because of the sensations, the craving is there. Once you feel the sensations, you may feel to gain it again and again. Once you feel unpleasant sensations, you need to get rid from it. Once you feel neither pleasant nor unpleasant sensations, you like to continue it. There's also craving. It is included in our visual sounds and all other things. So again, am I make the sensations? No, you are not. Sensations made by God? No, wrong. Together? Wrong. Automatically? Wrong. Then who make the sensations? The sensations, the cause of sensations are the cause of sensation is contact. A concept of three sides. There's an inside, there's a internal, external world, and the soul who is experiencing. Then again, you can feel like you conceive my once you hear my sound, you conceive there's a sound, there's I'm listening, there's the ear, and there's a mind or there's a soul, there's a self who understands this. You feel like that because of that concept, because of that contact. You have feelings, you have sensations. You take the sensation as a thing, unless you just have just a cognition once you sense something. But if you have contact, you have sensations. Then the contact, is it done by you? No. By a God? Wrong. The contact done by both of them? Wrong. Contact is autogenic? Wrong. Then how contact arises? Because of the six sense basis. You have idea of there's a established if I cognize something or not. You have idea if I cognize something or not. There is an independent established ear and visuals, ear, eyes and visuals. There's an established ears and sounds. There's an established nose and smells, tongue and tastes, bodies and body and tangibles, and mind and thoughts. You feel like that. If I cognize something or not, there's an independent things are existing. You feel like that. Because of that, you have the cognition. Then again, well, is that six sense basis done by you, done by you as your work? No. Six sense basis given by the God? No. Is it a work of your both? No. Is it automatic thing? It's also wrong. Then how? The cause of six sense basis is name and form. You have a body and you have a working body with a naming system. All you have the power of sensation, perceptions, intentions, contact and attention. That means the brain and nerve system are working and there's a body. Because of this, because of the naming system and external reflections and the body, you have the idea of eye, visuals, ear, sounds, and etc. And then is the most important place now. Then what is the cause of name and form? The cause of name and form is cognition, consciousness. You feel a body with a mind. You call as mind for the sensations, for the perceptions, for the intentions, the contact and attention. For those naming things, you conceive those as your mind, as your soul. But there is no any other thing as as to say your mind. For this naming system, you called as the mind. It may be the brain with nerve system. So because the body and the naming, the cause of this is is cognition. Without cognizing anything, once you hear my sound, you feel a person who listening. Once you see something, you feel the person who seeing. Once you ten, t- touch something, you feel person who touching. Once you feel some thought, you feel a person who cognizing. The concept of the body and the conscious mind, body and the mind, or the name and form, the cause of it is the cognition. Because of the cognition, this too arises. When there is no cognition, so then again, Lord Buddha, again, he questioned, is that cognition done by me? No, wrong. Is that cognition given by the God or some another one? Wrong. Is it a work of our both? Wrong. Is it automatically cognizing? Wrong. Then what is the cause of the cognition? That is name and form. Name and form is the cause of cognition. That is the circle, the most important circle. Namarupa pachya vijnana, vijnana pachya namarupa. As a cause of consciousness, as a cause, name and form is there. Name and form as a cause, consciousness is there. In the cognition, there's a cognition about eye and visual, ear and sound, and mind and thought. The cognizing also because of a working body. And working body also is there because of cognizing. Then he questioned, oh, this is very triangled. You early you said the cause of name and form is cognition. Now you tell cognition's cause is also name and form. How can I understand this? Then Venerable Sariputta explains, I will tell you an example. Some wise people understand some things by the examples. So I will tell it to you also. There is a bundle of two bundles of bamboo trees, bamboo woods, bundles. In the bamboo bundles, they are in the inside is empty. No any. It's infertile. We can't make any good materials with with bamboo. So if we put the two bamboos in together in the top of the bamboo bundles, like the V shape into another side. When we turn the V letter V for van, when we rotate the letter V into upside, we can fill a triangle, the joint in the upside. Like that way, when we if we put two bamboo bundles like this way, if we kick to one bamboo bundle, another bamboo bundle also fall down. Once we kick on to another one, next one, the another one also fall down. Like that way, the consciousness and name and form, the cognition and name and form, always together. So the work is the suffering arise in a cognition because of a reflection of name and form. Okay? You conceive name and form as a thing, and because of that, suffering arises once it reflects to the as in the cognition. Then Lord Buddha has comprehended that is the point. If I make the consciousness into non-manifestive manner, into non-reflective manner, if the consciousness, if the cognition will not reflect the name and form, so I can overcome from the suffering. So that ignorance of this cycle that we call ignorance, avijja, the preparation of this cycle we call preparations, sankhara. So once we make our cognitions, make our consciousness, which is non-manifestive, which is non-manifestive in name and form as a thing, without clinging it as a thing, there is no name and form, no any external thing, and no any concept of mind or self, no any concept of the body, mind as my body. No. Cognition is there, just cognizing, just awakeness. There's no cognition, there's no name and form, there's no name and form, no sense bases, no sense bases, no contact, then no sensations, then no uh, the craving, there's no clinging, there's no existence, there is they will not become again, no birth, there's no, that is the, no, there's no decay and death, that is the cessation of the entire mass of suffering. The body and the external things, the form, and the naming system, we feel the naming system name as our mind. What we called as mind, that is the naming system. But the mind is just a word, just a conceived word, not a real thing. Because of the cognition, the mind and thought becomes a real thing, becomes a real thing because of reflecting that. But if we make the cognition which is not reflective, the name and forms, how can we make the cognition into non-reflective manner? That is, we can make it by 100% awakeness. You awaken in each and every second. No any conceives, no any preparations of the mind to take it as a thing. Then there is no way to suffer. And there is no way to reborn. So now we can go to our first stanza. Idang sachanti manyati. We entering to the name and form, and we think it is the truth. You hear my, now you are hearing my sound. Oh, there's a sound, and there's the, here is I am, the body you take as yourself, and I'm experiencing the sound. I'm understanding the sound. That is my mind. Oh, that is myself. I am understanding. I am experiencing. There's a name and form. External thing and naming. But according to your experience, it is just a cognition. The naming and the form, because of the naming and form, you feel the cognition, but in according to your experience, the name and form is not included to it, to your experience. Now, as an example, you are hearing my sound because of the addition of your ear and my sound. But your experience is just cognize the sound. After this cognizing, again you conceive the duality. Oh, there's a sound, there is a ear. It is the way. So we entering into name and form without experience, without take the experience as experience. Entering into name and forms, idang satchanti manyati. We are thinking this is the truth. Yene yene hi manyati. What we conceives, tato tang hoti anyatha. It becomes otherwise. As an gross example, I can tell you can conceive a vase in your table. You can conceive it as a vase. That's the thing. Without just a consciousness of I, you can conceive there's a vase. If you conceive it, it will become otherwise. If it broken, the conceiving will change. But if you not conceive anything, there is no way to change. Tato tang hoti anyata. Tang hi tassa musa hoti. Mosadamang hitara. It is very, that is how you become fool, and it is make you fool very, very smoothly. But amosadamang nibbana. But unfold thing, but unfalsifying thing, there is only nibbana. There's extinguishing. Tadariya Satyato Vido, that known by the noble people. Amosadhamma Nibbana. Unfalsifying thing is Nibbana. Nibbana is not a thing. Teve Satchabi Samaya, they understand the truth. Nichata Parinibhuta. Then they become enlightened and stop their rebirth cycle. You may listen in past how the attaining the arahantship of Venerable Ananda in the Lord Buddha's time. In the first Dhamma discussion after the Lord Buddha's death, so many the discussion only participate by arahants, but the Venerable Ananda was the person who who memorized all the discourses of the Lord Buddha. He has memorized the all things. But he was not an arahant in that time. So he do lots of effort to attain the arahantship. I want to attain the nibbana. He doing the walking meditation, sitting meditation again and again. Finally, he going to, "Oh, it is not working. I need some sleep." Then he going to sleep. Before he put his head into the pillow, onto the pillow, he become an arahant. Why is that? Once he meditating, he conceived the nibbana as a thing. He conceived the nibbana as the certificate to the participant of that discussion. So that he uh, do his effort. Oh, I need to do meditations. I need to attend the arahantship. I need to attend the nibbana, nibbana, nibbana. But nibbana is the relinquishment of all assets, stringing of the all preparations. Nothing a thing. It is not a thing. Nibbana means as an extinguishing of an oil lamp, nothing else. So finally, I explains this and final the sermon. There's another stanza. Anyatha bhavi bhavasatto loko bhavapareto bhavayemeva abhinandanti yabhabi nandati tambhayam yasa bhayati tang dukkhang bhavavipahaya ko panidan brahmacharyam usati ti. The world attached to existence, given over to existence, through existence, otherwise yet delights in existence. What it delights in is a cause for fear. What is what it is afraid of is suffering itself. For abandoning this existence is the holy life lived. Is this holy life lived? Anyatha bhavi bhava sattu. The beings who attach to the existence as world and I. Loko bhava pareto. Given over to existence. Like you in the world and you enter into the world and do so many things. Though becoming, though existence otherwise, yet delights in existence. You delights in existence. What you delights, what it delights in is a cause for fear. The existence is the cause for fear. Existence is a cause for fear to your life and for others and another things, and existence makes the fear. Yasa bhayati tandukha. What it is afraid of is suffering itself. But for abandoning this existence is this holy life lived. And I wish you all to get rid from the wrong ideology of existence and attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana in this very life. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.